watch it on your TV, right?
Probably not. Hey, oh, I see people. I see people.
I see a lot of people.
How are you guys tonight? How are you? Here we go. There we go. There's my co-host. And there's me. How are you guys doing tonight? No, I didn't do my hair. Keep in mind, I work from home. And I don't usually show my face on Zoom when we have team meetings. We had a team meeting today. And the team meeting was during a time when my daughter did not realize, it's exactly right. She did not realize that I was on Zoom for a team meeting. She picked that moment to come in and do a dancery. I don't know what it was. It was a cross between a goofy dance and a striptease all in one.
She did a dance in front of the camera.
She was hunching and grinding. And I'm trying to move my hand away. I'm like, in the middle of talking, that was the worst part. I was commenting on some of the claims that we have. We're starting to get, a lot of claims that were attributed as a result of some of the riots. And so it was definitely bad. So I'm talking to some of the people that are in the room, giving them suggestions on, what it looks like as far as estimates, as far as total lossing. A lot of these have been total loss. Like, although we can repair the car, it's going to cost more to repair the car than we could have sold the vehicle outright for. So I'm literally in the midst of explaining this when she comes in and she just hunching and grinding. She has her hands on her hips and she's swirling her hips. And the camera was facing me, but the mirror to my my closet doors, the mirror was my backdrop. So you could see everything that was in the mirror. And I'm trying to talk. I'm trying not to sound distracted, but then you can tell that everyone else saw her. Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, what's going on there? What? Did you come to the right Zoom?" So I look over, and it's Tiara. She acting a fool. She's dancing. She hunching and grinding. And laughing stock, I say. There was not much that I could do. I couldn't get around it. So, can you guys hear me? I hope you can. Hopefully everyone can hear me. So let's see. Really? So I'm going to start off and say hello. I'm sorry. I know I'm a few minutes late. My co-host, you guys saw my co-host. That's my son. He is actually in here tonight. And he was just making sure that he got all of his stuff set up, his paintings and everything like that. So yes, I can. Bet she won't do that again.
No, she most likely will.
Probably she will. That embarrassment lasts for 2 seconds, but she's zany like that. She will do it again. She just not knowingly, but won't stop her from still doing some craziness. Gonna start off by saying my hellos. Hi, Mickey. How are you? Elizabeth, how you doing? How is your arm? Robert, one more day, hon. One more day. Hopefully tomorrow we're getting some awesome news. I can't wait. Make sure you hit me up and let me know the results of your x-ray, okay? Diamond Queen 2020, hi, how are you? Oh. Busy Mom 112, hello, how are you tonight? Diamond Painting with Nicole, that's my second half. We had the dirty minds going on in the last yeah. It just takes a quick second. Somebody say something, come out wrong, and your mind just connects differently to it. So, Hyper Cactus, hello, how are you today? Hi, Charlie Mary. Marianne, how are you? Let's see. First time joining TS. Looking forward to being here with everyone. Well, we're looking forward to having you. Shawana, I got your message. I can't wait to show it to her. When I got off from work, it was busy. I jumped in a couple of lives, and unfortunately, she's off and running. I'm not sure what she's doing. She has discovered YouTube in a way that's just crazy. She is addicted to it. She walks around with not one, but two devices at all time. I bought her a tablet, and then she has a phone. Just wanted to bring her into the new millennium and things like that. In 2019, who did not have either a smartphone, touchscreen cell phone, or a tablet? My mom had neither. So I got her a phone to start with. And, she's been kind of maneuvering and things. I got her that tablet. Oh, my gosh. She's a different person. I'll just say that. So trying to catch up with her now is, it's a chore. Let's see. Hi, Bianca. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Look at Jeremy here. Oh, he said howdy, sister, and how nephew. We're all having a ball. Let's see. Hi, MML. Catherine. We just had an earthquake, 5.5 in Southern California, and I didn't feel it. Just so you know, Catherine, my daughter thought she felt some kind of rumble on the ground.
Yeah, I felt
and then she looked it up, and just so happens to have an earthquake. I didn't feel anything, but I was kind of irritated. You guys all know we had the release on Saturday. I got in, I got something, and it was out for delivery today. It's saying delivered, but she doesn't have it. So that's a problem. So I probably did feel the ground move and thought it was me, angry, walking, stepping hard, making the ground move. But hopefully everybody's doing okay. I know it's a 5.5. That's what it said when we looked it up. I don't check every time I feel the ground move. Obviously, if the TVs and stuff are coming off of the shelves, I may check. But like if we're if we're sitting down on the couch or the chair, that happens a lot. We get a lot of you guys. Trembles and trumbles. We get a lot of that. But yeah, my daughter felt it, and she did say something. Hello, Nana. Melody, how are you tonight? There's Bill. How you doing? Melissa B. Craft with me. Hey, let's see. Keeping it going. All right. Oh, everyone's asking, are you okay? Make sure you let us know in the chat box. We definitely want to make sure everyone's doing okay. Marianne says she's doing all right. All right, kind of moving down through there. Looks like I'm getting caught up. Cindy B! Uh-oh. Cindy B! I definitely just want to send a quick hello. We love you. Last week, when we were live, you guys know Man Bun. He co-hosts sometimes. He's my partner in diamond painting. We have a ball, video chatting, diamond painting. Long story short, he's messaging me. He's asking about Cindy B. I'm not getting any of the messages because I read you guys' messages on here, and I just never pay attention when I get like a text notification. I didn't even see it. So I did send her a copy of him initiating. We spoke for a couple of minutes, and she's in Minnesota. She's not too far from where a lot of this kicked off last week. So Cindy B, you've been in my thoughts. I love you, but you know that I loved you before all of this. I just hope that, you're staying indoors, you're staying safe. I know you have some family members really close to where a lot of this impact is. And hopefully you are able to just, hunker down until all of this kind of passes, okay? But we love you. We've been thinking of you, and we just wanted to kind of give you guys just a little reprieve because I'm sure you're getting hit up quite a bit, okay? Moving over from there, Looks like everyone's saying checking out. Here. I'm sorry, no, it was a little bit late. I'm almost there. Getting caught. Lizzie, World, James, how are you doing? I'm still getting used to that because I still know you as Lizzie Vapes, but I am getting used to the world of gems also. Pretty. The earth shook here in Vegas. When I missed it, it was a little while ago when we were in Sherry's live, and my daughter says, "Mom, did you feel that earthquake?" I said, "No earthquake." And she said, Yeah, you didn't feel it? And I said, No, I didn't feel it. Mm-mm. And she looked it up, and then, it happened to be one that happened in LA. So, just so you know. And, we probably just would have felt just a little bit, we always feel just a little bit, depending on where the earthquake is, feel just a little bit of their,
Aftershock.
Yeah, not so much their aftershock. We'll probably get an actual earthquake as an aftershock, but I do feel a little bit of their rumble if it's high enough, if it's over 4 point. So there we go. And Jeremy says, please smash the like button. Show my sister and nephew some love. I agree. Tia, have you been to a NASCAR race? I have not. I wanted to go when I was younger. My father had a man crush on Earnhardt. And then Earnhardt's son started racing also. And as you know, we have some female presence now as well. So I've always wanted to go, but I never did. That would be fun. We go to the race, the motor speedway here. Me and my kids, we used to go. But we would go to watch people who would kind of soup up their cars and add mods onto them. We would go and watch them practice and run and just kind of let their vehicle out and, push it the way it's designed to be pushed, but on a racetrack, on a simulated racetrack. And we would go out there and just kind of watch them. I took the kids to see motorcycle lessons, but I actually took motorcycle lessons years ago after my son was born.
She ain't gonna ever let me do it.
Definitely, that's not in the question, because just because your mama was crazy don't mean you have to be.
Well, I'm about to be 22, so you never know.
Don't do me like that.
Just
said that, that didn't go well at all. Glad you're alive. I need the distraction and the friendly voices. Oh, well, you know what? You can always call me. I definitely have a couple friends that I reach out to all the time. I'm always on with Brandy. I don't have any problems calling her. She's available in the middle of the night. I really appreciate that too. Thank you, boo. And then also Melissa B. I talk to her a lot. Cindy, we talk a lot, but we chat a lot. So definitely reach out if you want to talk. I'm always here. I'm always up and diamond painting. So definitely do that, okay? And it's nice just to have a distraction. I know the other night when me and Brandy were talking, that was just a welcome relief. Just to talk and laugh, and we got to laughing on into the early hours of the morning. I believe the sun was about to come up for you when we got off. We do that. So, yeah, just a lot of fun. So what I want to do, I didn't mean to do that. I'm not going to be able to see the comments. Why do I does that? Okay. You're welcome. So the next thing I wanted to kind of get into is my biggin. Look at my biggin. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I am not as far on my biggin as most people are on theirs, unfortunately. But some of the reason that I did not get as far is because I specifically ordered some sparklers for my painting. And so I'm going to kind of share with you some of that because they came in. And let's see, I'm trying to get you guys in as close as possible so I can work on. Can you see that? Does that help? Lighting is so horrible. It looks dark. Can you flip that over a little? Thank you. And that way we can. It probably look fine to them.
You want it off?
I don't know. That looks good though. Melody says, Let's see what that looks like. Does that look better? Hoping. Well, we're hoping. Let's see. Does that look better? Brighter? Let's see. I think that looks better right there. Alrighty. Okay, so one of the things that I am working on is trying to make my painting just kind of move. I want to make it look like it has movement in it. And what I mean by movement is I want to make the leaves just look like, maybe they're kind of wrestling in the wind. And the same thing with the grass, like to see if I can get it to look like it's, again, wrestling in the wind. And so, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to give you guys an idea. Here we go. So one of the things that I wanted to do is, especially for the flowers right here, I guess those are flowers. They're pink leaves. And I don't know if you guys can see it. I definitely have turned up the lighting on my light pad, but you can see some of the sparkle right there. And that sparkle is one of the AB jellies. So trying to get it to have just a little bit of movement, I have substituted out some of just the plain pinks for like a jelly pink. You probably can't, it's not reflecting well. Let me see. In this area, you can see some of the sparkle, but it's not showing well. I don't know, maybe it's because of my overhead lighting. It might be because of my overhead lighting. So it's very bright in here and it's probably saturating out. But I wanted to kind of share with you guys just the kind of the colors so that you would have an idea of what it is I'm doing. Glad to be alive right now. Oh, we're glad you are as well. I'm about to bring out the sparklers. Everyone's saying it's looking good. Melody took motorcycle lessons, learned how to ride on Ultra Classic. I learned on a Harley. But the goal for me was, Melody, I wanted to be one of those chicks who actually rode their own bike, and I wanted to ride what is known as a hog. And those bikes are the ones that have the handlebars that kind of pull up. I wanted to ride a hog, and obviously I drove a stick, so switching gears and driving something with a clutch on it, that wasn't the hard part. I know how to balance on a bike. It really was trying to get comfortable, holding the handlebar so high up. So that's why. But yeah, my son is right. If he wanted to take lessons, I probably would flip out and panic. So let's see. Gail says, hello, Tia and Justin. Happy to see both of you this week. Are you really, Nana? What did Nana say? I'm getting hamsters. Uh-oh. Nana's getting hamsters. Anybody else? Hopefully it's not me. But, hey, Charlamagne, how are you? I haven't talked to you in over a week. So how are you doing? Evening all. Lizzie says, Tia, does that painting come with AB gems or you're just gemming it up? It does come with two. It came with these green ones. Now, I probably should just show them to you guys. That's probably best. It'll probably be best if I show you, because I am going to gem it up. And you probably want to see why. So hopefully you can see. Boy, that kind of has some sparkle to it. Yes, it does. But that is one of the ABs that it came with. And here is the other, the green. And I've used a lot of that already on the painting, but that's the second one. Those are the only two that it came with. So pulling out the sparklers, I'm about to show you that I did place an order, and my order was specific really to this painting. So this is why I kind of am so far behind, because I was trying to wait for a lot of the ones that I ordered for this painting to come in. So I'll hold off on those. Those are sparkler. All right. Just want to start off with how we decided on the sparklers. First, I decided on which colors I felt I would like to see maybe enhanced in the painting. Which colors I thought maybe were going to. Can you do me a favor? I know you painting. I'm sorry.
You're doing a lot over there.
I know, it's just busy, huh? Can you flip that this way?
Oh, now you want it back.
Is that what it is? Is your mama getting on your nerves? Look at that. Okay, go back a little. I just want to make sure the light looks good. Okay. That looks good right there. What you guys think? Right there, right there. Everywhere, right here. Okay, so hopefully that's pretty good. Hey, Diamond in the Rough, how are you? All righty. You learned to ride on a hog all by yourself. Best Harley they make, except for a 1961 Panhead. Got to definitely check into that. But yeah, that was the goal, to unfortunately get a bike, get my own hog, and make sure that I'm just out there on the road enjoying life to the fullest. So here's how the colors were chosen. I went through the painting and I looked and I decided, where do I want to see some change? I decided I wanted to see some change in the leaves of the trees. I wanted to see if I could give it an effect of maybe movement, maybe air or breeze or something. It's a work in progress, but I still decided. Then I decided I wanted to see the same for grass. If you ever see a nice, cool summer day when it has just a little bit of a breeze, you can see some rustle in the trees. You can see a little rustle in the grass, especially if the grass is just ready for a cut in maybe a day or two. It's not overgrown, but just a day or two, and we don't have no choice but to cut the grass. And then towards the end of the painting this way, there is like a little creek or a river kind of running down alongside the home. And I wanted to see if I could also show movement in the creek. So that's where my thought process came from. Obviously, my choices that I purchased are designed to help with that. We're going to see. So we're going to start off with, there are a ton of pinks in this painting. If you can see that, a ton of pinks. I'm going to try and show you. Ooh. No, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to get the colors in for you. But it is what it is. Maybe there we go. All right, finally. So there's a pink, a 602, 603, and a 604. Okay, and then here are these two. They are really close in color. They look the same. I don't know if you can see the difference when you have them side by side. But this one is brighter. This one is going more. So if that helps. So because this one I felt falls in between the 602, 603, 604, I went ahead and purchased a 603 jelly. It sparkles. I feel like it's the same color as the 604, but I guess when you add the AB coating to it, the AB coating kind of puts it a different hue, if you can see that. I'm trying to get you to see it, but it doesn't look like I done a good job. I sorry. So that's how I picked it though. So I went, mid-scale like that. I also, obviously, we have some jellies. Although I don't plan to completely replace these, I did want to add just a little ice in the sky, especially maybe around where the pink leaves are. Sorry about that. I'm pointing. You guys can't see. Especially up around where the pink leaves are. Just adding ice instead of ABs, because I'm hoping that these right here give it such a translucent effect that, it helps add to movement. So again, that's my thought process. We'll stay tuned because we'll see if it works, If not, it'll be a sparkly painting. It just may not do what I want it to do. The 550s, yes, these are all squares. So I do have the purple 550s. Obviously, these are in a square. And yes, I got those because there are parts of flowers that go around the actual house itself and a part of the side of the home that have the 550 painting in it. I don't really plan to highlight it too much, because I don't want to take away from I definitely want to see where I feel the sunlight is coming in at. And obviously, if it's coming in more on one side, then we wouldn't have too much shimmer and shine, but it would still hit into the water. So that's my thought process behind that. Ooh, I'm hoping. I did get some square black ABs. I just gonna highlight the coming out of the water where there's some wooded areas. It's kind of dark over there. And with there only being 2 ABs, how do we add sparkle and kind of brighten it up? It's a beautiful painting, several different colors. So again, that was my thought process. Some of the colors didn't offer square. And in that regard, where they didn't offer a square, what do? You buy some sparklers for squares. And I hope that you can see this. Again, these are glow glass. Glow glass to me are kind of the equivalent of the jellies because they do give off a little bit of a translucent feel, but these sparkle and shine a little bit more than the jellies. The jellies, they have more of an AB coating. These are glass, so they kind of hold the color within. If you guys have seen my channel, when I have my other co-host, Man Bun, when he sits beside me, he's actually kind of gone into a little more detail about how some of the sparklers, they hold the color, kind of help, soften the sparkle up. Some of them give off additional shine. It's really insightful, but I'm sure I'll learn a little bit more as I place these down. Some of these I just got because they look like they favorites. Everyone's favorite, of course, is the original sparkler. I did get them, and you can see the shine just through the package before it's even put down. This is a sparkler for squares, so they are smaller. These are rounds that are the size of an actual square diamond. So they are about 2.5 millimeters instead of 2.8. So yeah, they're a lot smaller than a regular round, and they fit into the square. So we'll see. That's pretty much what the order is. I got some 666, although is there? I don't think that there's a 666 in this painting. I just think I got to clicking at that point. It was so pretty, I couldn't help myself.
She said I just got to click.
I just got to clicking. So that's where I am with the sparklers. Let me see. I'm going to get caught up real quick. I'm sorry if I missed some interesting chat. Okay, I Diamond in the Rough, email address at Mystery Diamonds. Then I've gone crazy ordering sparklers. My collab with Kara is the first time I'm going to use them. I'm so excited. And Jeremy says, I need square glow in the dark diamonds. Man, do we need that. That would be awesome. And Diamond, I have it posted in the description of each of the videos. Let's see, Mystery of Jeremy. I'm excited because the glow glass I got are glow in the dark. I have some glow glass so that you guys can see what they're talking about. Where did I put it? Oh, I think, is that this? No. That's not this one. Hold on. Uh-oh. That's my other purchase. Are you going to get it? Just want you guys to see what they are talking about. Uh-oh. I'm in the way. Technical difficulties. Sorry. Oh, that's not it. Where's my other? Oh, here they go. I'm sorry. I thought that I purchased some. Where are my glow glasses? Where else did I put? I thought I had more. I know I had some. I wanted to show them. Are they in here? No. Unless I put them up somewhere. Oh. I think I put them. I'm gonna find them, guys. Well, you should have so much stuff.
Who are you telling that to?
Who's she talking to? I don't know who's her talking to. I'm over here working out, boy. All this reaching and grabbing. I'm over here losing weight. Oh, okay. I don't know if I have any glow glass, guys. I thought I had some. A glow in the dark. I mean, I have glow glass, but I thought I had ordered some of the glow in the dark ones.
You good?
It's a spacey moment. It just spaced out there for a minute. I'm like so disappointed in myself. What is she thinking? I don't know. Okay. I don't know what I did with them. Is Man Bun in there? Man Bun comes over with his sparklers. He has so many that there's been a couple of times where I just start grabbing his stuff and he grabbed some of mine. And maybe, unfortunately, I took some of his and inadvertently just let him take some of mine. The newer ones, I don't plan to share until I've tried them, but I think I might have sent them away with him. Sorry, I was going to show them to you guys. Hey, Cassie. Sorry, you came in at a time where I had a brain fart. Come over from Mrs. Addictions Live a while ago. Sorry, I didn't say hi to you in Sherry's Live. I was busy posting links and forgot to go back and tell you hi. You are so awesome. I know I've said this to you before when you're in Brother Jeremy's lives, and you are awesome. I mean, it's like you're on a timer. Every so many minutes, you kind of wait a few minutes, and then you go in and you pop the links. That's awesome. And you do work really hard. Shout out to you. I know you worked through a couple of the DP marathons. Same thing. And it's refreshing to see. I endeavor a lot of times to do that as well. I'll pop in and I'll dedicate like the first half hour, 45 minutes to doing it. And then I'm, trying to work. So I really do enjoy this, you, and seeing what you do. Kind of moving over from there. So that didn't turn out quite like I was expecting. I thought I was going to boom, flash, and show you guys my glow in the darks. And that didn't, it just didn't work out. So I apologize. I was a bit too hasty. I do apologize because I was a bit too hasty.
She was a bit too hasty.
So with that said, back to...
She can never take when I do it. I said, you can never take it when I do it. Come to my Boston tea party.
Would you like to come to my Boston tea party? So I had a special request. Is Sariba in here?
Uh-oh.
Sariba! So Sariba posted online last week. She ordered from a company, and when she opened up her, we wait long enough to get them. We wait, and we're so excited. We can't wait, and we watch, and we track, and we stalk, And we finally get that your package is out for delivery. And that's almost the best news that you can get. I'm gonna say almost, because you guys know we get some other emails and things that kind of, supersede it. But that's almost the best news that you can get when it comes to diamond painting. And then you go and you get the package. You're so excited. You just want to, connect with it. You want to, oh my God, I'm so excited. And she opens the package up, unrolls it, and whatever she ordered was not in there.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Okay, boo, I'll be here. I'll check on you in a few minutes.
I wasn't expecting that.
It was not in there. Okay, I'm gonna say that again.
Dang.
When she posted this on Facebook, I felt that let down, that emotional angst for her.
I know that hurt.
And she posted a picture. The picture that she posted was a painting that I have that's in my stash and probably won't be touched. It's a painting that I got from AliExpress, and I don't have a problem with AliExpress, but I've discovered the joy of poured glue. So I don't often go back to some of my smaller snack size or my earlier ventures in diamond painting, because I do have a preference for poured glue. So I saw that, and as soon as I saw the message, I sent her a message and I said, hey, I have this. Do you want me to go ahead and send that out to you? She says yes. So I took pictures, and I had everything out on my on my workstation. And I took pictures. I just wanted, her to see, it's not coming from a crappy, environment or anything. And I just want I want to take away the disappointment that I would have felt, So I get all the pictures out, and she's excited. And she says, yes, I want it. And I said, great. Just give me your address and I'll ship it out to you. I had to go to the post office anyway, sorry about that, because I was sending out some gifts that were past due, but it doesn't matter. I still needed to send the gifts out. So I sent her some pictures of my storage system, and I inadvertently created some interest where I didn't think that there would be any. Some of you who've watched me for quite a while, you've probably seen this storage system before, but we're going to go through it again. She said, what was that storage system that you had in the photos that you sent me? Show that. So I'm going to do that. So this right here, when I first talked about it, I talked about how my coupon at Michael's did not work, but yet they got me anyway, because I ended up still making a purchase. I got a 40% off coupon. I have been looking at these. These are called the photo storage containers. The goal was that you get one of these containers, and all of your old 4x6 photos, you now have a place to store them. I didn't see it as that. I saw much greater purpose for it. And I will go ahead and share that with you guys. I have a huge stash from China. I probably have about, it's okay, Christy, how you doing? How's little man? Me as Wildcat Love Books, my DAC was supposed to be here today. I got the message that it was out for delivery. I got the message that said it had been delivered. We have no painting. I'm not happy. I'm trying to get over it. And Catherine says, that's what I use for my drills. I only use these for my China drills, and I'm about to show you what I mean. So as you guys can see, I have all of my, let me pull it over. I have all of my drills in here. Yes, I have them in here. It makes for a great storage system. Turn it to the side and you can see all of the diamonds in here. Turn it to the front and you can see that there's an inventory sheet. So I can keep my paintings wrapped up, or I can lay them flat and put them inside a portfolio. And I now have somewhere kind of quick and simple to store my inventory sheet and the drills for when I do get around to them. So this is the storage system that she was asking about. I showed it before, and here we go. Here's the inventory sheet. The inventory sheet has a record of the size. You also have their, a lot of paintings, they have their own SKU system so that you can identify the painting. It's right there. I know a lot of people, they print off sheets, they fill out these notebooks and these project sheets and things. I'm so lazy. I'm always looking for an alternative way. And this is what I've discovered. So for me, I simply use one of these storage systems. Before I put them away, I've already done an inventory on the diamonds, and here's the diamonds on the other side for you to kind of check out and look at. And it works well for me. What you smiling about? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to catch that moment. You are cheesing. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you guys because I did get that special request. I didn't think anything of it, so I took it out and I took a picture of the inventory sheet. Then I opened it up and I showed the diamonds on the inside. I showed, the inventory side. I showed the diamonds, and I actually unrolled the canvas, and I showed the canvas itself. So there you have it. I do this for pretty much all of my China paintings. And as I said, it's because the paintings I unroll, I don't want, the glue to, get rivers and valleys and things. Yes, I have quite a few of these, so that's why it wasn't a big issue. I have so many. Just wanted to show just a portion of my storage. And so I have a few of these, and they each hold up to 32. So 2 is what? 64 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 64. So that makes 70 right there. And those are, like I said, just my China paintings. But that's how I store the drills, diamonds, resins, whatever your preference is. I call them diamonds. That's how I store them in the inventory sheet for my China paintings. Also for my China paintings, I unroll them and I put them into a large portfolio. Hopefully, everyone, that was great. That looks great, Tia. Thank you, Robert. It's definitely awesome. Little man is good. He will be 4. Uh-oh. Are we going to have a big party for him, or what's going on there? I'm really behind. I'm trying to catch up, but sorry about that if I'm so behind. All righty. Elizabeth, you have a good night. Rest your shoulder, okay? I know that you're in pain and you're fighting that off, but you get some rest on that shoulder. My chat keeps freezing. Is anyone else having a freezing chat? I'm not seeing that, but, I'm talking. I'm sorry. So, did you see the Chuck that is coming out Saturday? If anybody knows me, you definitely know that I find Chuck Benson to be my diamond painting husband. And this morning, when Diamond Art Club released their sneak peek, my phone blew up. Yes, I saw it. And the funny thing about it is we have a camping trip coming up. We're going camping. Yes, me, my mom, my daughter, and my bestie, she's going also, and her 2 kids. No, my son will not be there. He has abandoned us.
Oh,
We gonna have to do all of this hard work by our damn self.
I did not abandon you.
He abandoned us because he's gonna be rich. He's gonna get a big whopping increase in pay, and he's gonna be rich. Justin is starting a new job. The hours at his other job declined and decreased. Volume is down so much, unfortunately.
It just kept going down and down and down.
And so what's going to end up occurring, because he, found himself needing to get elsewhere, he went looking, and he looks great on paper. We're talking someone who has his own office, who's climbing, 2 years in college, trying to, better himself, get his degree. Obviously, on paper, he looks good. And because of that, they taking my baby away from me, y'all. They taking my baby. They gonna throw him into the real world where he gonna make salary and he gonna be rich. And him gonna leave me. He ain't got his first check yet, and he already shopping.
No, I can't do that yet.
So no big party, but he will have a party on his birthday. Well, all that matters is that he feels like it's a special day for him. That way he appreciates it. If you get him one thing, it will stop him from looking for a ton of them, in the future. That's my suggestion. You go all out like we do sometimes when the kids are little, then they expect bigger the next time around. Get him one thing and get him one thing next year, and he'll only ever expect one thing. So I think if I had to do it all over again, I would do that. Robert says, "Oh my God, you are so in trouble, bro." Yeah, I'm in trouble. He's leaving, and so we're going camping. It was supposed to be a family trip, but you see these muscles. Who else is supposed to put the tent up? Okay. Who else is supposed to hook up the shower thingy that goes in the shower thingy? Now we gotta do it. Who gonna blow up all of it? Because the queen is sleeping in an actual bed. I'm not doing the floor thing, the ground thing. So who was gonna blow all the beds up? Who's carrying the cooler full of beer? Full of ice and burgers. Somebody said I would cancel the trip. I said, man, I want to. He wants a Spider-Man scooter, and that's what we got him. There you go. Yes, I'm telling you, Jeremy, I was so proud of him. I definitely was proud of him. I thought he would have to pound the pavement a little bit longer. I thought there would be a little bit more.
She was scared.
I thought he was going to be looking for a long time.
She was sitting right here, and I'm sitting on the couch, tired, ready to go to sleep. She like, you need to do this. You need to get ready for this question. You need to get ready for this interview question. Get ready right now.
I turned into Mama Bear, and I'm telling you, it is not easy to, fret for your child. It's a pandemic, and, while I feel like he does look great on paper, he's still young, and I felt like, let's just make this about the interview. Let's focus on the interview, and let's be as great as possible. And so I used to be a hiring manager. I threw some questions out after him and things. And he wasn't feeling it.
It wasn't.
He was like, Mom. I'm like, okay. So, he goes in, he aces, he has the job. I wasn't expecting that. I literally told him, when you get home from your interview, let's make sure we have a plan of action for the next few companies that we're going to hit up. Let's make sure, we remember the questions that they ask. Wait, and we didn't have any.
Little did she know I had already got the job when I actually applied online. She didn't even know.
I really didn't know what was entailed. I didn't know he had already taken like personality tests. I didn't know that they had a level and a series of things, and so this was more of a orientation as opposed to an interview. So definitely proud. Hey Rebecca, how are you? Nana said, congratulations, Justin. Yeah, so this was awesome. So Tia, you and I will be going after our Chuck. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be so nervous. I'm telling you, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna be nervous. So that picture just came. I told you, Brandy, that I feel like Chuck speaks to me. His artwork speaks to me. And the funny part is we have a camping trip coming the week of June 22nd. And lo and behold, I don't know what's going to be a sneak peek and what's going to get released. He's releasing a camping painting not 2 weeks before I go. If that's not speaking to me and saying, hey, this is primitive camping, you're going to be glamping, you'll be fine. That's how I'm trying to look at it. Still need to know who going to carry the cooler full of beer, but I'm sure we'll work it out. If I got to carry the beer individually and just make 2-3 trips, I might have to do it like that. But we're going to be down there. We're trying to make Laverne and Shirley envious of us.
Oh man,
that's the goal.
She said Laverne and Shirley.
How many of you have gone camping? And when you went for your first or second time, what are some of the drawbacks that you guys experienced? What did you have to overcome? What kind of things happened on the trip so that I can just be fully prepared? Because I'm expecting to just be laying out by the water, drinking. It's pretty much it. I went online and I looked up for boats, right? Here's the funny thing about boats. And you guys, maybe somebody can help me out a little bit more with this. But when I went online to see what we can do to get a boat, it said, do you have a boating license? And I don't have a boating license. And it said, if you don't, you got to watch a 30-minute video. Like, that's all you got to do to get a boating license, watch a video? So I'm kind of concerned, should I even bother with the other drunk people that watched the video and now we all in the boats? Or, like what? All camping is a drawback for me, Cindy B says. Mickey Sunshine says she's doing well. Oh, Rebecca, it's been a while. How are you doing? Diamond Painting Insomnia says, Tia, I will carry the cooler for you. Great. Come on. Anybody that does some work, get a beer. I don't care if you ate. If you want a beer, I'm going to give you one. No. Justin, how old were you when you had your first beer?
7.
How old? No, you weren't 7.
I had to be.
You were 9.
9.
There we go.
No, I was not.
You were 9.
I had to be younger than that.
You were 9.
What?
You were 9. You know why I know you were 9? Because Dad left when you were 8, and this happened after he left.
Wow. That is right.
That is true, right?
That is right.
Justin came to me one day and said, Mom, can I have some of your beer? I said, yeah. Took out, those little juice glass, the juicers? Had to be a 6-ounce glass.
It was Corona that she had.
It doesn't matter. You asked for some, you got some.
I remember exactly what she gave me.
Ask Justin, does he drink now? What? He don't drink. He don't like the taste of it. It did the trick. It did wonders.
Don't stop me from drinking alcohol though, but
you don't like beer.
I hate beer.
Why do you hate beer?
It is nasty.
Because you still taste it?
Yeah, it's nasty.
But didn't you ask for it?
Yes, but it's nasty.
Is it nasty?
Yes.
And you don't like it?
I don't like the taste of wood in my mouth.
You think it tastes like wood? Oh my gosh, that's very bad. He came to me, he asked, I said, sure. I gave him some in a juice glass, and I said, the only requirement that I'm giving you, you make a choice. You cannot drink this at all. If you take a sip, you got to drink it all. So I filled it up, probably 5 ounces of the 6 ounces, and he drank it all.
I almost threw up.
He had no choice.
I almost threw up.
He just started really drinking. So
I haven't just started.
Wendy Green says, I hate beer. It tastes like yeast. Justin said it tastes like wood. Diamond Painting Insomnia is laughing so hard she can't breathe. Jeremy says, basically, they want you to make sure you know which way you're going to go if a boat's coming at you. Very simple. They just started the boat license last year. Oh, okay. Because I was like, man, should I even try going out there? Like, if I'm drunk and they're drunk, I know you're not supposed to drink on the water, right? There's like some marine rule or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Beer is gross. I am 40, but I would do it for free, girl. There you go. There you go. Anybody that want to help, they can come on. Mickey Sunshine Creates says, I don't camp or glamp. Give me a nice hotel every time with room service. My mom used to be like that. She used to say that a lot. She is, you guys know that my dad, he passed last year. She came to stay with me. So she is at a point right now where she's trying new things in life. And this is one of those things that she wants to try. She definitely is saying that, she wants to give it a try. She's never been. My grandmother, my mom's mom, she's the one that I'm always talking about. She's Native American. My grandmother was a tomboy. She was definitely raised a tomboy. And my grandmother used to go fishing, take the grandkids, put a pole in our hands, and hey, get out there, catch some fish. She want to teach us how to gut the fish, chop the head off, fry the fish up, live off the land. She was big on a ton of things. Not only did she, fish, she had an airplane license, a pilot's license. She flew planes. She would take people into remote areas. When it came to, she belonged to like a lot of fishing groups, and she would be able to fly people into remote areas so that they can fish. It was great, definitely great side business. She also was huge in the nutrition, like making her own food, growing her own corn, vegetables, okra. She loved vegetables. So hats off to her. She was big on, just survival of the fittest and things. Because of her, I took a chance one time and I wanted to go to a summer camp for, it was what I thought was going to be very adventurous. All I heard at the time, was, someone's confused. Uh-oh. You have to change your Google. Oh, I didn't see that. Maybe it's stupid, but how do I change my profile picture on YouTube? Oh, make sure y'all put that in. That's another one of those ones I don't know the answer to. Jeremy says, my mom and dad caught my older brother drinking beer out of the fridge when he was like 5 years old. Dang, that sounds like something my daughter would do. The same exact age that my son was at when he asked for the beer, my daughter came to me and asked also. And you just got to know your kids, people. You got to know your kids. My daughter asked.
You said no to her.
What did I say, Justin?
You said no to her.
Say it again.
You can say it again.
My daughter asked the same question at the same age that he was at. And I said, hell no, you gonna like it. She's the type, she'll like it, she'll go back and ask for more. So Definitely, she didn't get any. She felt slighted. Oh, well, this is good parenting here. That was what I said to her. Yeah, she told me, well, I'm going to be a sipper when I grow up. I know you are. I'm going to taste test everything. That was her line, and I believe her. I believe her. He told me, I don't know if I'll even ever drink. He drinks, but he limits it, and he just really started. But my daughter, no, she is definitely going to be a taste tester. So like I said, that was good parenting. So back to my grandma. She was such an adventurous person, such an adventurous woman, always out wanting to, do something different, wanting to live off the land. I said, I want to be a little like grandma. So me and a friend of mine, we were both cheerleaders, and I don't know. I'm not going to say a whole name, but he was a cute boy in school. Heard him, or should I say overheard him, talking to some other friends at school. He was talking about an adventure that he was going on for the summer, and he kept naming the adventure. We go into the counselor's office, because you keep in mind this is way before Google. We go into the counselor's office. We ask about the adventure. The counselor said, well, I can get you some information on it. Definitely, please do. So she does. Ends up coming back with a brochure. We make a plan. We're going to go home. We're going to talk to our parents. Yes. I'm serious. We go home. We're going to talk to our parents.
Why does this sound like a movie?
It sounds like a movie? Telling you right now. This is crazy. We're going home. We're going to talk to our parents about this great camping adventure. No worries here. We're going to see what we can do, because Cutie Pie is what I'll call him. Cutie Pie was talking to the fellas. The fellas are all like, wow, really? That sounds amazing. You're so lucky. You got lucky. You're so fortunate. So we want to go. We want to be lucky. We want to live the adventure. We want to be out there in the woods with Cutie Pie. Okay? We decide, Tia, Sherry asked me to let you know she is sorry she isn't here. She will try and get in before you end. Mr. Addiction wants to go for a walk. Okay, tell her I said thank you. Tell Mr. Addiction he can come also. Tell her little blue eyes to come on in and have a good time with us also. Okay, because we're going to have a beer and we're going to cheers to them. I need to go on a walk with her. So we we definitely, convince our parents. It's educational. We need to be there. We're going to learn so much. Live off the land, things of that nature. We get to the camp, this outrageous adventure that's going to be so much fun. We're thinking, have you guys ever seen the movie Parent Trap, where they're whistling, we all excited. We think we're going to have popsicles. We're going to be making crafts and things like that. We get there. As soon as the parents are driving off, this tall, jolly green giant says, empty your bags now. And I'm like, wait, what part of the brochure is that? Because that wasn't in the brochure. Like, I stacked myself. I got everything I want, everything I'm going to need in here. And what you mean? I'm confused. So this awesome adventure that we begged our parents to send us on, we got to go, Mom. We got to be there. It's going to be fun. We're going to learn so much. It's educational. Awesome adventure.
Turned sideways.
We paid to be there. Our parents paid for us to go. And Cutie Pie was there. We're going to be there, and we're going to be in the woods. We're going to have a good time. And Cutie Pie brought some other Cutie Pies. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be fun. We tried to bring some of our friends so that, you guys can get the leftovers. And none of the cute girls wanted to come. Just saying, I don't mean to sound mean. Anyway, that was a plus for us. We were happy. Yeah. They start to tell us to pull out our papers. We're like, what are you talking about? It will sign off on our papers at the end of each day if our behavior was satisfactory. I don't know what the heck you talking about. I don't know. I ain't got no papers. That wasn't in the brochure.
You went to summer. You went to summer detention. She went to summer detention.
Thank you, Rebecca. It's a beautiful picture, isn't it? Jeremy says she's got one hell of a voice, little sister. I'm definitely impressed. Listened to her song a couple of times this week. Oh, thank you, Jeremy. I did put the link in my about on the subscription. If you guys want to click it, there is a quick snap or snippet of her song. My daughter, who he's talking about, she used to be big into music, retired, came back in, and now to get herself back up to promote herself through social media, they wanted her to create a single that can then be distributed. So she has a single. It is out on Apple Music, and it's also out on Spotify. So those of you who have iPhone or iProducts, and then those of you who have Android products, you'll be able to go to those and you'll be able to get the song. But the snippet is under my YouTube page if you guys want to hear her voice and see what him's talking about. And I'm sure. How is your knee healing? Oh, it's so nice. Hi, Rebecca. How you doing? I'm talking to the other Rebecca. In case you guys are wondering, she is healing from surgery and an auto accident. So back to them asking us for our papers, guys. I'm sitting here like, that's not in the brochure. What is he talking about? He's talking about not signing off on our papers until the end of the day, contingent upon our behavior. I am confused. I have no knowledge of what he speaks. He goes on to say, oh, and you guys better be respectful of the two who paid to be here. We looking around like, I paid, and she's, Kristen, is saying the same thing, and I paid, and we're looking at each other. We're the two ding-dongs that paid to be there with all the juvenile delinquents who were court-ordered. And in order for their paperwork to be signed, they had to behave that day. And we had to empty our bag because we are going out and we are hiking the Georgia Trail from Connecticut all the way down into Pennsylvania. We have to meet food drops or we will be hungry until the following food drop.
Oh, you got me messed up.
We have to learn to live on the land, and there was no popsicle stick crafts. We didn't even, Rebecca is laughing.
See,
and when
that would never have been me.
I read the brochure.
Look, the brochure catfished the mess out of you. Ain't no way in life a girl is gonna be so cute to where I gotta go anywhere in the same damn direction she going. And I gotta ask you, hey, let me go to the same exact place she going, just to turn out to be a god dang juvenile delinquent camp. Heck no.
That brochure definitely catfished me, baby.
Ooh,
I'm telling you right now. Woo!
There ain't no way
So,
in this God-given earth would I ever follow a female.
I'm back, but not before she done stole 3 chips. Y'all are cracking me up. When I tell you, Lord.
I do not care how fine that girl is.
And they waited until the parents drove off. Our parents, I was wondering why the other parents had such angry brows on their face.
Look,
they didn't look happy holding our hand out, talking about something. Mommy, can I have? Daddy, can I have? When can I have? Could you get me? I want to go to the mall. They so happy, and all the other parents look angry. They look mad.
Look, hey, if I did manage to do that, and I just looked around, I'd have went right back up into that dang car. Take me home. Let's go home.
Are you putting sparklers into that painting? Yes, I am. Did you see these? These are the 963s. You missed it, Rebecca. I showed how I chose. Yeah. And this one right here is I think this is a jelly sparkler. Yes, they are beautiful.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm crazy because I done lost my mind.
Man, I
am using sparklers in my luggage tags and painting. I'm doing. You and me, Justin. Snoopy said, "You and me." Justin.
I'd be like, "Hey, get me back up in that car. Take me home. I'm about to go hang out with my friends."
Keep in mind, you know, mommy's about to be 50. And this was way before, this was way before cell phone, way before beepers and pagers came out. I remember in college when people were starting to get pagers and we was walking around like we was doctors and things like that. At this point, I'm looking for, like, we out in the middle of nowhere. They dropped us off. It looked like a hangar. You know,
a hanger?
No, payphone, because this was back when payphone booths were still around.
You got me messed up.
Rebecca said exactly. And then not breathe a word of that to anyone. Yeah, well, you know, so we vowed.
She really said the two. Be nice to the two that actually paid to be here. Woo! I'd have been hot.
He said, "You guys better be nice to the two that actually paid."
I would have been hot.
We were looking around for the two.
Man, I'd have been hot.
Oh my gosh.
I would have been hot. I would have been so mad with myself.
I'm not. In hindsight, I'm not mad with myself though. I learned a lot. We were definitely the Laverne and Shirley of that camping trip. And that's really where I get it from when I keep telling my mom, because when I came back from the camping trip, they didn't believe me. They didn't believe anything that I told them. But when I tell you, they want to make sure you know how to survive on the land, like it wasn't an adventure at all. It's a survival.
Right. They
put us in kayaks. We got to get across this whitewater rapids. Guess what? There's no going around. You're gonna get in a boat and you're gonna get to the other side. They literally told us one person needs to be in the back. Steering is vital, and another person, you guys need to be in front, and you need to be hitting that oar in the water. So I'm kind of tall. I don't know. At the time, I probably was 5'5", 5'4", 5'5". And Kristen, she's 5'1", maybe 5 feet. She's a lot shorter than me. So she didn't want the responsibility of steering the boat because they said that was important, steering the boat. So she's going to go up front and she's going to put the oar in the water and she's going to help roll the boat. We hit a few rocks. Keep in mind, we're here for the cuteness factor. We wasn't really here to like live the land of adventure. And the guys' boats were pretty much almost all the way on the other side. We hear shh. Is that waterfall? I don't see the water continuing. What happens at that edge? Like, what's going on over there?
You got.
There's a couple of rocks, but I don't like see the water.
Why does it sound like a movie right now? Man?
Why is the water doesn't look like it continues? It does. Down there. You better get over here, or you're going over. That was the lesson. Like there was no practice, no practice run. No, in case of emergency, you know. So then we're getting close. We can hear it. and I'm screaming. And I'm the bigger girl, and she's the little one, and she up front. And I'm like, man, get your ass back here and steer. And I got to get up front, and I'm with the oar, and I'm for dear life. And our boat made it to the side right before we would have went over the fall. Man, oh man, when I tell you there was no empathy. This little cute bonehead.
Oh my God.
It's like, okay, we good, we all here, let's get going. We got a food drop to meet. Like, we didn't
You got a food drop to meet.
get an opportunity at this point to, whew, you guys okay? Oh, no hugs. We need some hugs. We want some love. There was no love. Nobody felt bad.
So I was finished.
Exactly. Like,
I was close to not making it.
Christy said, oh my gosh. It shows. It changed on my YouTube, just not in the chat. If you go out and go back in, maybe it'll update, but you gotta let me know what you did, because again, that's another one of those questions. Catal's book says Diamond Queen to change her. Oh, she gave instructions. On YouTube, you go up to the top right, tap on your pick. Under your pick is Google. Choose that, then hit the pick, and it will take you where you need to go. Hope this helps. Okay. Moving over from there, Mickey says, did you leave and come back? Oh, she said the same thing I said. See, we think great minds think alike. I would have crapped my pants. There was no time for that, Christy. They said, come on, let's go. Got to keep it moving. We got a food drop. You want to eat? Want to eat? Okay, well, let's go. So on the trail, there was a couple of food drops that we missed. And I tell you, I'm just going to put this out here. Hope nobody's eating, but if you are, hey, I'm going to give you a warning. If you miss a food drop, throw some snails, throw some slugs, and throw some worms on in a skillet, fried up, add a couple of mushrooms, and just pray nothing's still moving. That's
I'm weak.
That's literally how it gets if you miss a food. The food wasn't even real food. Like, we was trying to get to the box that had the powdery stuff where, you add water and you mix it and, imagination kicks in. Yeah, they probably eat a little bit better, though, in the military. They probably can taste what it is. We had just water in our imagination,
Water in our
Woo,
imagination.
you know what I'm having tonight? That type of thing. So.
You're stupid.
But you can't pay me to whitewater raft. Exactly. You couldn't pay me. Apparently, you have to pay somebody. Man,
you paid your parents.
I can't.
You paid your mom.
I cannot tell you. Oh my gosh! But when I say that we learned a lot, night all. Thanks for having me, Tia. Thanks for coming, Robert. Got my fingers crossed for tomorrow, and I'll be looking for you. Okay. Have a good evening. Yeah. So but did we go on to learn a lot? Yes, we did. We learned how to fish. One of the things that we did. We wanted to eat. We got tired of powdered food, meeting these food drops. He put us in the water. We're in the water. Water's coming up to our knees, mid-thigh. Get down in there. Get real quiet. Wait for the fish to come along and grab it. You want to eat, you'll hold on to it. Them things are slippery as hell. But, we couldn't afford to carry fishing poles and things. He told us to empty our bags, and we did. The only thing we were allowed were tarps. We were allowed things to, like flint and things to make fire. Pocket knives, we were allowed those. It was limited. Change of clothes, not a lot. No flip-flops, things that added support and things. Yeah, and we got used to hiking, rain or shine. It didn't matter. We still had, we didn't have tents. We had tarps. So people started to, pile up and partner up. If I have a tarp, I got to make up my mind. We don't have any trees in this clearing. Then what am I going to do? Well, let's make friends with some people and create a fort. And so that's what ended up occurring. You're either on your own in your own tarp, or you're making friends with people and you have a nice big giant fort and you feel secure. It would not be out of the ordinary to wake up and have a slug juice trail across your forehead. Would not be out of the ordinary to wake up looking like a dead body and to have deer trying to graze around you. So literally, we were in the outside. I'm still trying to figure out why you paid for this.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out too.
Because we didn't know that we were paying for this. We thought we were paying for a camping adventure.
That was a
We
camping
had no
adventure.
idea when we overheard Cutie Pie talking at school that he was lying to his friends because he's telling them he's going on this great camping adventure. No, he got busted for doing something and the judge ordered his ass off to this, camp. We over here, we go looking it up and the counselor gets the brochure to us and we go, we pay, and everybody ate off of us basically.
To be honest.
We were the reason there were food drops. So that is why we were there. But it was a camping adventure. Oh, I guess in hindsight, as I age, but no, not when you're the captain of the cheerleading squad. Your co-captain is with you, and you guys are being hot in the butt and chasing after cute boys instead of we should have been off at cheer camp or something.
Yes, the hell you should.
An adventure, all right. Exactly. When I tell you, that was the end. I think that was the end. I don't even know if I ever had a real life. Did I ever have a real life crush after that? I don't even think. I think I was done. I think I kept it straight to artists and stars.
I would have been done too.
Yeah, I don't think I ever found anyone so attractive after that. Tia, did you learn? I certainly did, Christy. I certainly did. I learned that men don't always tell the truth when they're talking to their boys. And that, I guess, you shouldn't eavesdrop, maybe? Mind your own business?
Yes. Definitely what you said.
Did you make a fort with Cutie Pie? I sure did. Made a fort with Cutie Pie, Catherine, and his breath was the worst in the world. Oh my gosh. It was so bad. I said, you still eating, because I just told you guys about the slugs and snails and the worms. I said, you still eating worms?
Played. You played yourself. You for real played yourself. You played the mess out of yourself.
Have to call it a night. You are so really great. Good night, all. Good night, busy mom. Sleep tight. Cassie says, so then your camping trip that's coming up should be a breeze.
Well, it should be.
It should be. But then again, we have my mom who never went camping. So while I'm now going to be the guy that said, empty your bag, now I have a newbie that's coming along, which is my mom. She's in for an adventure, though. She definitely is wanting to do some different things. So we'll see. We're going to have a ball. That sounded like you paid to be on the movie set for Deliverance. There's a movie.
I just said.
That's what he said. Is there a movie? This was, I'm sure, I don't know. I've never heard of Deliverance, but this took place, let's see.
You just said in the middle of Pennsylvania.
We started on the Georgia Trail. It started in Connecticut, went up through New York, came down over the Appalachian Mountains on into Pennsylvania. This took place the summer of, I believe, 1986. Oh my gosh. See what happens when you see what happens when you tell your age? So Catherine says that's the best camping story ever told. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It was we had a lot worse that we did. Justin, pray for your mama.
I'm praying.
Wait, your mom is going Rebecca? Yes. Yes, she is. is her trip, actually. It is her request for her birthday. So it was supposed to be, so Justin's birthday is the beginning of the week. My mother's birthday is the middle. And my best friend Tylisha, she comes into the live sometimes. And she kind of just hangs back while she's video gaming. But she's very supportive. So if she's in here, thank you, because she told me that she may try to start diamond painting. She feels bad that we don't have this in common. And I told her that maybe I'll try and play a video game or two. We shall see. Anyway, her birthday is Friday of that same week. So with all three birthdays, let me see. I didn't catch it, but let me go back. You know that if that counselor knew what kind of camping trip that really was, you know they were laughing at the thought of y'all asking for the brochure. Rebecca, I'm pretty sure she knew. And I'm telling you, when my son says that this sounds like a movie, to have known me then, like my father told me, having kids has calmed me down so much. But to have known me then, I'm sure I went in there like, yeah, so I really want to go on this camping trip. It sounds like a great adventure, and there's going to be some really cute boys in there. Have you heard of this? And I can't remember the name of it, but I'm pretty sure I was annoying. And Kristen was probably just as annoying or worse than me. So, did you catch my? I did. I gotta go. Loves my sleeping pill and it's kicking in. Oh, night, Nikki. You hung out really late tonight, so thank you. You have a good night, okay? And she, Diamond Painting says it was a movie with Burt Reynolds in it. Burt Reynolds. I was just talking about him the other night. I was watching The Incredible Hulk, and this was an episode where Lonnie Anderson was on there. And you know, anytime you think of Lonnie Anderson, you think of Burt Reynolds. And I must be living under a rock, because I look it up and it says that he has passed, and I did not know he passed away in 2018. And my mom was like, yeah, you didn't know? I didn't know. I didn't.
Should be knowing about news better than you.
No. 2018 is when I detached from the world. I started diamond painting. So so that's probably how I didn't know. Diamond Queen says, it sounds like a fun time. Yeah, there he is, shaking my head, the debauchery. Hey, not safe. How is you tonight? Mickey says, night, night, and hugs to all. Oh, Deliverance was made in 1972. Have to look it up. Might have to put it on a family movie night or something. Certainly sounds like my kind of movie. Definitely sounds like my kind of movie. So, just so you know, back then, like, I didn't have a lot of barriers. I didn't get, my parents pretty much just kind of let me corral myself. So, yeah, even if they knew and tried to talk me out of it, they wouldn't have won. So they probably would have just let me anyway. I got that. I sent you a video of the belt, just started the dress. I did see that you sent a video, but I had went on early tonight, so I didn't see it. For those of you who are wondering who Not Safe is, and he's only talking to Cindy B, that's his boo, Cindy B, and that's Man Bun. So everybody say hello. Cassie says, I'm going to have to go too, trying to get the dogs ready for bed, and it's not going well. Good night, everyone. Thanks for hosting, Tia. A blast as always. Good night, Cassie. Have a good evening. No, Deliverance is not a family. Okay, I'm glad you told me that. All right. I definitely will keep that in mind then. So, yeah, the camping trip, I am hoping that, like I said, we get out there. I definitely think it's going to be more of an adventure now that Justin's not going to be there. Like I said, who's going to carry? Hey, Man Bun, We have nobody at all to carry the cooler full of beer down to the campsite. Just so you know, it's going to be some bad times. Why is everything from to be reviewed? I never even realized that. But that's true. It's coming up. I might have hit a wrong button, Cassie. I'm sorry. These fingers, sometimes. I did notice it. That's what I was trying to figure out. Well, you did, Tia. I did something. It must have been me. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you, Catherine. I was just going to warn her. You guys, what kind of movie is it? What kind of movie is it?
Must be bad.
Not safe said nope. No. Do you think I know what that means? You know good and well. I don't know what no and nope and and I don't know what any of that means.
Why you saying that? That's being if you don't know what it means.
Someone told me to be a good parent, you're supposed to say no. What's that say about my mama? Man Bud asked her, guys. He asked her a few months ago, how come you never whooped this child? Am I that bad? I'm not that bad. Cassie says I'm a bad. I didn't mean to. I think my finger hit something, and I'm sorry because I love you. Hey, Rebecca, how's it going? Rebecca, do you see Man Bun's in here? Rebecca, Diamond Painting Journey, the Journey chick. She might not see you. Not safe. She may not know you by that. It opened my eyes for sure. Just be prepared to be shocked. Tia, I'm not going camping unless there's a 4-star hotel at a minute around. Listen, that is not the spirit that you're supposed to have. Okay? You're supposed to say anything for you. Anything. We're going to have some fun. You know? I don't want to hear that. That's not the kind of talk I want to hear.
Well, you're hearing it from me.
Yeah. You see how he doing me? Does not compute. It does not compute. I don't understand this at all.
He's going to have to. You know him by now.
Yeah. I do know him, and he ain't going. I know it. I'm going to try, but what you going to do when Mama asks? Because you know she going to ask. She's going to ask.
Oh, she definitely will ask.
What about my son? He ain't going? I can hear her now. Yep. Anyway, so that's keeping all of this in mind, obviously, this upcoming camping trip. We are going, in case you guys are wondering and you guys want to look it up, we were trying to get into Catherine's Landing, which is in Arizona, down near Laughlin. And unfortunately, Catherine's Landing filled up fast.
Yeah,
So, yeah, we couldn't book there. We are going to Willow Beach, still down in Arizona. Willow Beach is, their campsite is about, they say 35 minutes from Catherine's Landing. So we'll see. We do have a campsite that's right on the water. And our campsite is mixed in between the RV park as well. So they'll have like 1 or 2 RV sites, 1 or 2 campsites.
Have you used your tweezers to actually put down?
I think Brandy was telling me that she prefers to use tweezers, and I told her I was going to try. I'm scared because I feel like they're going to fall apart. You like it?
You got to be real meticulous.
Well, that's how you and Brandon are. I'm not good at being meticulous at all. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. It's something that I told her I wanted to try, though. Anybody, do you have a preference for tweezers, or do you pluck individually? Do you multi-place? How do you guys diamond paint? I was in Sherry's live earlier, and she was talking about the diamond painting burnout. How many of you? I know that a lot of people they do other crafts, and they do the other crafts to kind of prevent the diamond painting burnout. Do any of you only diamond paint as your craft? For me, right now, I only diamond paint, but I don't diamond paint every day since I started working from home. Since March 13th, when we got the orders that we were going to be sheltering in place, I made it a point to not actually diamond paint every day because I didn't want to get to a point where I experienced that burnout and I started to dislike diamond painting. So for me, that's how I'm able to still keep my angst, how I'm still able to stay excited because I definitely make sure that, I don't diamond paint every day. Let's see. That's not nice. The number you dialed is no longer in service.
Ooh.
Is that what I'm going to hear when I call you up to try and get you to go with me, huh? That is not nice at all.
I'll say it again. Play just.
Yeah. It's okay. We're going to have fun. Hanging out. I have felt the burnout. I have multiple crafts. I switched from crocheting to diamond painting and gaming. Gaming, that's on the horizon. I definitely want to see what I can do about, maybe getting a game or two that I enjoy. My father, he owned his own video game store. And come the mid-'80s when Atari came out, boy, that was like our focus from then on. Video games. And so I feel like I do other things outside of gaming because I, already went through the gaming phase where we had to try every game that came out. We had to try it on every console. We had to get good at it because my younger brother, my father paid him.
So play the video games.
That was his job throughout school. His job was to play the video games. Somebody came into the store, they wanted to know how to get off a certain level. His job was to go get that game and literally show them, hey, you can do this. Hey, here's some things that you can do. He's supposed to master the controls, make sure he knew how to do every move that each of these characters had. That was his job. Blocked. You wrong. I'm still going to call. I'm still going to try and get you to go. I'm plumb just burned out. Have too many crafts to work on. Don't know what to do next. Oh, Jeremy. Well, I like your burning. I like all of your crafts. I like seeing you do the weaving, the weave looming. I love to see that. I also like to see your burning videos. I like that. That's something that's new. It's coming along a little, but it's coming along. You going again?
See the sparkles on this?
Try. Those are your APs. You gotta lift them up. I don't know if we can see them really well. There was yeah. Lift it a little bit more. You can see the sparkle now. Yeah. In here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look at you. Proud man. Well, it's coming along. It is. Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't mean to be in your way. Catherine Perez says, I've been diamond painting for exactly 2 years, almost daily, and I'm not burnt out. Wow.
Dang.
That's a lot. Well, there you go. Rebecca says, no, I cross stitch as well. It helps with not getting burnt out for sure. Nina says, I took a break from diamond painting. I'm doing grayscale coloring now. My hubby has retired and is now working in New York, so I have lots of time on my hand after work. I diamond paint, wood burn, color crochet, do beaded cross stitch. That's something that I think is really nice, the beaded cross stitch. Justin, he diamond paints and he games right now, but in the past we've made so
We did woodwork.
we did a lot of woodworking. What else did we do? Woodworking. No, we did baskets. Remember when we did
That's
those
right, yeah.
basket making? We did wood projects. We did soap and candles, and we've done bath salts.
Yeah.
We did bath salts quite a bit. The only thing that Justin hasn't ever really got into was crochet, and he was looking at some of the paint by numbers that I was looking at, and that's looking pretty good also. You go on the game. He's got a gaming appointment coming up.
Yes, I do.
Make sure you get your drink before you go. Something to drink. And all right, everyone, say night to our co-host. He has a gaming appointment. He's about to go game and with some friends from different countries. Anyway, let's see. Still just cross-stitching. Haven't diamond painted in over 3 months. Wow, I don't know how you do it. And say I play RunEscape online. It's what they call an MMORPG. I can't remember what those letters mean. Okay. Something role-playing game. I don't know what it means, but I know RPG is a role-playing game. Let's see. Everyone is shocked that Cindy B hasn't diamond painted in 3 months. Wow. I'll get back to it eventually. I have a big enough stash that needs doing. Jeremy says, I found a new love in wood burning. This definitely something I could do for a long time. Okay, I do different crafts, Shawana says. I only do diamond art right now. Good night. Everyone say night, Justin. Yes, so he got 8 minutes. So I think he's probably gonna just chill out, get logged in and things like that for his little program. And yes, so probably about another, not too much longer, but just wanted to kind of get in and show you guys. I did have those requests for my sparklers. I wish I had better lighting. I wish I had my phone to where I could zoom in and show you guys down into the painting and things like that. Obviously, I don't have that luxury. I'm always trying to see if there's a way that you guys can see the sparkle. When Man Bun is here, obviously, he understands how to help, show you guys all the sparkle that's in there right now. I just know you guys can't see it. You can see some. Let me move this out the way. Probably can see some of the sparkle. I have sparklers, blue sparklers in here. I have blue sparklers right here. These are the glow glass mermaid sparklers. And Man Bun contributed all of the ones that you see sparkling in the blue. I just don't have a way of being able. It just looks like it's shiny on top. I'm sorry. Anyway. This area right here, this is all an AB jelly sparkler. This right here is an AB jelly sparkler. It's just you're not able to see it right here. Let me see if I can get the angle in for you. Maybe. You see a little bit of it right here. And you can see some of this over here, how it's sparkling. These are all special. I was hoping that you guys could see them right away. That gives me concern for how it'll transcend on the camera, on the completion when I'm done. So hopefully I'll be able to capture the beauty, but there's at this point there's 1, 2, 3. There is 4 different AB sparklers showing on here right now. 2 of them are AB jellies. One is the square sparkle for square glow glass. That's the blues. And then these are the only ones. This green right here, these are the AB sparklers that came with the painting. All righty. Rivka, how are you? Riv says, sorry, I'm late to the live. How is everyone? Hi, Riv. How are you tonight? All righty. Oh, thanks, Rebecca. I love that your son does this with you. How old was he when he started crafting with you? And how did you get him to join you? My son is 14, and I love to be able to do something like this with him. And I think it's beautiful. Thank you. Night, Nina. I didn't see it up there, but good night, Nina. Tell hubby we said hi. Hi. To answer your question, diamond painting and Rebecca Zabinski. My son, we used to have craft night all when they were young. So it's not something that he just started doing with me. When me and Dad were, separating and going our separate ways, putting the kids through, divorce scenario and things. Unfortunately, just to kind of give them something to do every day, keep their mind off of what they were going through, I created like a schedule for them. Every day was something different. We didn't have cable, and I would like to say that was on purpose, but it wasn't. We couldn't afford it. And so because of that, I wanted to add a different element into their life. So 2 days a week, we crafted. 2 days a week, we came up with like recipes. One kid helped in the kitchen, the other kid helped with cleanup, and then we switched the other day. We had family movie night. We still do family movie night, but our crafting has kind of split off. It did start off with, me, my son, and my daughter. Crafting ended up becoming something that me and my son kept doing together. My daughter doesn't like crafting. She's into music. She does like to watch movies. And so we would have our own mommy-daughter time that I would spend just with her. My daughter, when she was trying to break into show business, I did a lot with her. I produced all of her vocals, her background music and things like that. She plays a couple different instruments. If you guys click on the link, you'll hear the keyboard in the background. That's her. And she's looping using her, she's using all her own technology, but she's doing her own musical arrangements at this point. She had a little bit of help from some producers. Like I said, they're trying to market her through social media. So that was the time that I really focused and devoted on her, helping her. She had a lot of local success. She was in a show called Las Vegas, Rising Star. She's been in that a couple times. She's done just some, stage work where, they're have a group of local artists and things. Then they have them going out to different malls and performing and things like that, fairs and stuff. She's done those, and the time that I spent with her, helping her prepare, that would be like our mommy-daughter time. And then when it came to my son, he loved to continue crafting. He really enjoyed crafting. We made earrings when they were little. It wasn't something that he wanted to keep doing, but like Jeremy, how you're doing the loom jewelry, it was sort of like loom, except, we started with a single point, and then we had, we created our own kind of loom where we then put the beading on it. We did beaded jewelry. We did that for maybe 2 years. That was a good craft for the kids and stuff. And then, we were making so much of them. We would take our products and we would turn them into gifts. So when we made our soaps, when we made our candles, when we made bath salts, we, went to the craft store, we bought fragrances and things like that. And then we would, package them, taught the kids about packaging, taught them about shrink wrapping, taught them about working with vellum paper and just kind of making the package look nice. And we would use these as gifts and send them off to the troops. We sent packages out twice a year. So we had our, obviously we made Christmas packages from like September through December. And we would send gifts to family because I couldn't afford to go out and buy gifts, even though everyone used to try and help me and send Christmas gifts to the kids. So we made their gifts. From January through a lot of times March, April, we would make our first set of packages where we would send out gifts to the troops in honor of like Mother's Day or Father's Day. So they had gifts that they could either send home to a wife or a parent, or if it was a female, they could send something back home to their husband or their father. So we would send out gifts that they could re-gift, in other words. And then we worked on packages to send out that celebrated like the July 4th and things like that. So all of the gifts that we did would either be focused on either Mother's Day, Father's Day, and we had to get those packages out in time for them to re-gift, or we would send out, we were sending them not like thousands and thousands, but we were sending like a couple of hundred. We sent a ton of the 4th of July earrings and bracelets and things. That was a lot of work, but we got it done. We had went to the post office. There was a basket that a lady was creating, and she was going to send it off to the troops. And she had a sign out that said, if anybody wants to also, send something to the troops, let her know by such and such a time. And we thought that would be a great idea. We got in contact with her and we got our information, our products and stuff over to her. So that's how we got into it. We did that for probably close to 6 or 7 years. We started in 2006 and we did it up until about 2013. So it was a nice little run and stuff. The kids were starting to get older. We were kind of looking for different crafts that kind of grew as they were growing and things. So hopefully, that helps answer a little bit about how he got into the diamond painting with me, because we had done some other crafts. I was actually diamond painting on my own. He said, that looked like something I would like to do. How come you didn't ask me? I didn't think he would be interested. And I definitely didn't think he would continue, if friends come around and things like that. I thought it would be something that his friends would clown him for. I'm sure he thought so also. Never been the case. Most of the friends that come around and see it, they're like, oh man, I lightweight want to do that also. So it is something highly addictive, and a lot of the friends are extremely interested also. He still has other interests, just like, someone who has multiple crafting interests. But that is something that, we do together is our crafting. So we'll see. I don't know anymore. He's about to be rich. His hours are going to change. We'll see how that impacts our crafting time. You never know. But I know he's already been shopping. He's already been online shopping, and he already knows what he's going to do. He's probably going to soup out his car or probably trade it in for something else. You know what kids do when they have money. I know a few weeks ago we talked and we talked about, I don't know if you guys know her, Terry Lynn Guncher, and his conversation that he had with her, where he had moved out before, and when he was gone, he didn't call. He hardly communicated. He said he didn't see things that way that Terry Lynn had pointed them out. She was sharing with us how, her son lives on his own and she misses him and he doesn't call a lot. And until she was saying it, he never kind of saw it in that way. And so he was saying, at the time he said, if I ever move out again, I'm going to be calling. And, obviously that's the first thing that's on my mind is, oh, my baby going to leave me again, I'm getting prepared. That's all I can say is I'm a mama bear. I'm a mama bear. He's not going to be there on a camping trip. That means my arms are going to look like Popeye when I come back. I'm just going to let y'all know. Rivka says she's doing well. Mary Jane is good too. Get it? She threw up on top of, she went tonight, Jeremy? Oh, is she okay? I'm in Queen says, please pray for my brother who is in the Air Force and going overseas next year. Well, I definitely pray for him. And Rebecca says, thank you for sharing that with me. It answers my question. The creativity and way you engage them is awesome. Definitely gave me some ideas to engage my kids. Yeah, we had to keep it creative. I had no money. I tell them that all the time. Hey, we're not broke. We're alternative having fun. We're just looking at the alternatives. I was going to school. I was trying to get my degree in court reporting. I was trying to finish that up. So, we had that going on. I didn't want to ask anybody. I felt bad anytime somebody, would send gifts every year. They got a ton of stuff for Christmas. A ton. Like there was one year where a teacher had passed at my daughter's school. And the teacher, I thought, before she passed, I thought she had signed us up for this special program. And so I went to the school on Christmas Day. We get a knock at the door, and these people come in. They got trash bags full of gifts. They had 10 toy items for the boy and 10 clothing items for the boy. Each of these are a different trash bag. And then 10 toy items for the girl and 10 clothing items for the girl. And then there were items for the mom. Mom got household items, blenders, toasters, things like that. And then mom got necessities. Mom got a robe and a nightgown, house shoes, the things that nobody likes to spend their money on, but they do appreciate. And they said, you guys have a Merry Christmas, and left. And I'm like, wait a minute, where y'all got the right house? Where y'all going? Come back. And they were like, yep, we definitely confirmed before so you have a good day. Like, they would not tell where this, gift came from. So I made up my mind. It had to be the school. That's the only person that knows. We go to the school, and we're wanting to thank the teacher. Now, I knew that the teacher that used to be in my daughter's classroom, she had passed away. So I assumed that she had, put all this in motion before she had passed. She had passed in her sleep. It wasn't a really long, drawn out, illness. It was just a shock, but, it was one where they said there wasn't a lot of, she didn't suffer a lot and things like that. So I'm trying to get information so I know where to send the thank you card. And I want to really show appreciation and gratitude because they got a ton of stuff. Long story short, they tell me, no, although that's really nice, you guys weren't nominated. Now, we had a family who had 4 kids. That family was nominated. So, still to this day, have no idea where the gifts came from at all whatsoever. perfect size for the kids, perfect, size for my daughter, everything. No idea. So they were definitely taught to be appreciative, to give back. And that's where a lot of that came from. Let's donate these to the troops. Let's create something, so that they have a way of being able to give back. Because to be honest, when it comes to the troops, they're out there, they're on the forefront, they're fighting. And the government has a paycheck that's being given to the one in the service, and their spouse has an allotment, and the kids have, money that comes in. So no one looks at it like, what do they need? What can they need? Because they think there's some funding coming to them. So, but the little things, like they're not able in a position to be able to get something to send it back home, is what we tried to think of. We tried to pay it forward in the way that we could, if that makes sense. Marianne says, when I found diamond painting, it helped me a lot with dealing with anxiety and depression. And Marianne says, we had craft day and game days too. We did have game night. Game night was on Friday night. Game night was pretty fun also. But again, my father, he owned his own video game store. So, I was good for a couple of rounds. I will tell you, when that Wii came out, the Wii came out and it just put a different perspective on game night. I was ready to go. You couldn't tell me I wasn't Serena Williams on that tennis game. Man, let's do this. Let's do this. This is the kind of activity I needed. So, I tried to pull out the Wii. It won't even connect anymore. They was like, look, we're not going to do anything. Disable it. Like the Wii, I can't even put the old games or anything under because it needs like so many firmware updates that it just won't update. It's not enough firmware now to update to the latest firmware. But yeah, that was fun. Game night on the Wii. Oh my gosh, did we do it all? So we had craft day. Oh, okay, read that. Yeah, so those were, the days of fun, having a good time, enjoying, the kids being kids, making cookies, making homemade pizza, teaching them how to make pasta, having taco night. We did this one thing where we tried to get to know different cultures at Christmas. So the kids would have reports that one would be assigned to look up, like, the economy and, what that country is known for. The other one might be assigned to look up, like the song of the country and things like that. And then on Christmas Day, I would try and cook their meal of the country. And we would try and eat the cultural experience. We had to add a little seasoning salt, not only garlic salt and things of that nature, hot sauce and things. But for the most part, we try to ensconce ourselves into the culture, of another country, and to see what, their foods taste like and things of that nature. While we were eating, each of us kind of did a presentation on what we were able to find and things. Some of the favorite countries that I remember, Ireland, we did Japan, we did China, we did Switzerland. It was a lot of fun. Lagos. It's just a lot of different things that we tried, but that was one of them. And Christmas only comes around once a year and things. It was fun, but you really have just a small window of opportunity that you have to work with, and definitely the age of 8 to 13, 9 to 14, that's that window. The unfortunate part is my kids are 4 years apart. So that window, unfortunately, had to start real soon for my daughter. And she got to a point where, she was over it a lot younger than my son was when we maybe started. So that was the only thing. But yeah, I still kept the ideas going. What were some of the things that you guys might have done that you guys might have tried with family when you were young? Because that obviously is, great ideas now. How to keep it interesting, things that you can do. That would have been so welcomed. Definitely, because I mean, I stress myself trying to just be authentic and be original and things like that. I just didn't want to sit around and like watch TV all the time. Definitely didn't want to do that. I don't watch a lot of TV now. I watch a lot of classic TV. So for me, like I know in Rebecca's diamond painting journey, earlier she was saying that she didn't know what she was going to start watching. She's run out of things to watch on Netflix. I have actually moved over to IMDb, and I have started watching The Incredible Hulk. Um, it's really nice. What I do not remember from watching it the first time around, I didn't realize how I don't know how emotional it is, sad it is to see, what the Hulk goes through. Because I remember like, oh, run! He's gonna get you, man. He's gonna see you. I remember saying that when I was watching David. If you don't get out of there, The other thing that I noticed, is that David is David every week. He changes his last name, but he's always David or Davis. And I think that's funny also. Cindy B says, during the summer, I would have mystery days. I planned a whole day of activities and would tell them how to dress. Oh, I like that. The only rule was if they argued or told me it was boring, that would be the end of it. Yeah, we done. I don't blame you on that. If this ends now, that will stop all of that. No, I do like that. That's something that I think would be a lot of fun also. Like a mystery day. You don't know where we're going. That would never work with my daughter. My daughter will ask you every 10 minutes, where we going? Where we going? Mom, I want to know, She would ask so much. You just like, fine, we going to Burger King, You just tell her. You get tired of asking. She doesn't get tired of asking. So you got to come up with something. You got to be a little creative. We went to museums, on picnics, free historical monuments. They told me they were planning a mystery day for me this summer. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, that's the other reason why we're going camping. We were supposed to be going to Hollywood. We were going to Disneyland. We were going to Universal Studios, Sony Picture Studios, and we were going to try to get tickets to go on The Price is Right. That's where we were originally supposed to go. Then Disneyland closed. We heard rumors that it was closing, indefinitely. Again, I say rumors because, it feels indefinite. They just don't have a date to be reopened, I think. But we did hear that, that rumor. And so the trip started to fall apart. Everyone is social distancing and things. And my mom still wanted to go somewhere. So I said, well, the only place that we can really go, because staying in a hotel on the strip was still out of the question. We still did not, want to be in the out. And so the only thing that we could think of was going on a camping trip, just ultimately social distancing. What I like about where we went is you're able to pick your campsite. So we were able to kind of pick away from some of the other campsites. And because, I'm sorry, I'm over here just like, so we were able to kind of pick our campsite. And I definitely picked a site that is away from it's just away from others. It's, like I said, it's closer to the RV campers where they're going in to theirs, and we're tent camping. So I think it'll be fun. I'm hoping for a great adventure, but all I can think of is Laverne and Shirley, because that was definitely me and my friend Kristen. We were definitely Laverne and Shirley that summer. Um, I remember nothing was funny when we were out there. Everything was very detrimental. But when we got back, just to kind of laugh about the stuff that we had went through, it was very funny. It was then. It, like I said, it wasn't at the time. And so when Justin got the call, I really wasn't expecting it. I was expecting him to get an email, and I was shocked. Anyway, he did good, and I told him before, you do look good on paper. You look great on paper. So yeah. I I don't expect you to fail. I definitely don't expect that. I just, you're having such great successes. Make sure that you kind of capitalize on it. That's, I guess, the best way to put it. But yeah, he immediately is going into a new job, and from there, the sky's the limit. I wish at his age I was looking at, almost 40 grand. It's a lot of money for someone so young. So yeah, he definitely is already shopping. Oh, but it's good also. Definitely good. Because if he move out, that's my new craft room, y'all. Just gonna say it, just setting it out there. Is that mean? Is that mean? I didn't mean to be. Oh, well, guys, it is about that time. I really thank you all for coming out. I enjoyed myself. I know that these go long because I've been starting early. I jump in right after either Sherry or Melissa B. Craft with me. Y'all know Sherry SDP, Diamond Addiction. And the reason is, because a lot of people are painting and things like that. You're already painting, you're already listening to someone, it's just natural to want to continue painting. Let's go into the next person, their live. If there's no live going on, then a lot of times that might, disrupt your painting. Let me get up. I'm going to take a quick break. And then how often do we return when we take the quick break? So I definitely have been going about a half an hour earlier, maybe 20 minutes earlier. And I do appreciate everyone who still comes and anyone who joins in from the previous lives as well. Thank you very much. I definitely will be here next week, zany and crazy as ever. Again, if you guys were able to catch the front page or my about page, you'll see the link to my daughter's snippet in there. If you want to hear it, just kind of copy it, paste it into a browser, and you should get you have to push the little play button. If you're interested in hearing the entire single, it's available on Apple Music. Yay! As well as Spotify. Yay! Her name is Tiara Whitney, and the name of the song is Dear Mom, so you guys will be able to search it on those platforms. And we do appreciate your support. We appreciate you listening. Kind of moving over from there. Let me see. Good night, Tia. Good night. Thanks for hosting, Tia. It was fun as always. Stay safe, everyone. Definitely stay safe. You guys, this has been a crazy week. And I know that, I don't want to go too far into detail. I don't ever get political. But I will say this. The officers are out here to serve and to protect us. And anyone that has any type of police or like officer, anyone in a position of authority in their family, my hats go off to them. My hats go off with the most sincere respect, and I am so sorry for everything that they're going through, because these are extraordinary times and their duty is being called upon in an extraordinary way. And I definitely appreciate anyone who, takes the opportunity to serve with honor, to serve in, valor, and to still show up and try to support in a time like this. My nephew, he wanted to become a police officer. All he wanted to do after he got out of school. My nephew had to wait until he was 21 before he could even apply. And the next academy that he qualified to go into starts this August. And I will say, there is tremendous fear, and I feel like there's some trepidation, and I don't know if he's still heading in that direction. And it breaks my heart, because if that's something that you value and you want to do so badly, fear of what someone may do just because you have a badge on, or just because you have on a uniform, and their opinion of someone in that uniform, it shouldn't deter you, and it's deterring him. So my heart goes out to anybody who has a family member or a friend, relative, loved one in a situation where they bring honor, they serve and protect, and they do the job to the utmost of their ability, and they're coming into question and harm's way because of just craziness that's going on in the world. So that's my closing. Everyone love one another, respect one another, and you guys continue diamond painting. If you guys are diamond painting, I know a lot of you are doing other crafts. You all have a good night, and I will be checking on you guys tomorrow. I know there's a couple of lives. Wolfpack, diamond painting goes live tomorrow, so hopefully I'll see a couple of you in there, and you all have a great rest of your evening. Night.